No. Well, the boys and I just got out of the combine, but they are combining the beans here around the wood yard. No, I'll show you when it's done. There's actually 2 combines out here. Not sure you can tell, but there's another one up on the hill up there.
Hey guys!
So, pretty exciting for the kids. Anyway, just going to show you what's going on this week here. Oh my goodness. We got some wood today. And if I'm not mistaken, that's a big white oak.
We got them the last couple of days.
They all came today, buddy.
Some of them though.
That thing is Wyatt, can you stand by that? Wyatt, right here.
I can.
Well, you can come down here too. Stand right by the end of this one.
I'm taller than it.
That is a massive log.
Well, I'm taller than it.
But we got 4 loads today. 4 dump truck loads, I think is what it is.
I'm taller.
I'm pretty sure that's all white oak. Or mostly white oak. It looks like there's 1 red oak in there. But must be off of that one. That's a red oak. But man,
What stuff this is white oak? Like that,
that is good stuff.
right?
Bob, I think I'm going to need you to come over with your big saw again. This stuff is going to be a bit much for what I got. Hi everybody, welcome back to Shotlet Family Firewood. Man, we got some big logs dropped off this week. I know this is not what everybody likes. You know, it's not really my favorite either, but there's so much wood in these, and I have the skid loader that I can pick these up and move them, and then I can split them with the tree shear attachment, so I don't turn them down. This is all white oak, and they are absolutely massive. This one is 45 inches across, or 44 inches across, 45 to the outside of the bark. This one's only 60 inches long though, and it's hollow at one end a little bit, so that one will just be for firewood. We might play with this one a little bit. So this one is also 44 inches across. I measured that one already, but this one is real long. That one's 12 feet long. And in all honesty, I can't even lift it with my skid loader. An L225 New Holland, rated to lift 2,500 pounds. That's carry it, and you know, that's tipping. I should be able to lift probably double that, and I can't even lift this log. I tried last night. I'll try again to show you guys that I can't lift it, but it is that heavy. So I actually have somebody coming to buy some sawmill logs this morning, and we may, you know, he may have some interest, but this end here looks a little punky, so we might have to cut some of it off or figure out where it's good if he's going to take any of it. But there's another really big one behind the camera, and then another 3 pretty good sized ones that I already have in the saw log pile that we'll ask him if he has any interest in. So yeah, let me show you around quick. All right, so this is the other real big one. Let me see if I can measure this quick. This is that other real big one, 42 inches across, white oak. Just, this one's only about 8 feet long, maybe 9. And then that one there, that one there And that one on top is a little bit longer, a little bit more easy to manage. So yeah, we got some big walnut down here too that he's interested in for sure. So it's my first time dealing with this guy, and with the money negotiations, I'm probably not gonna share too much of him coming to get this wood, just because it is the first time dealing with saw logs. But when we're done, we'll show you what he all took, what he decided to take, and then we'll get into this week's video. We may have somebody coming to help us cut up some of this big stuff that doesn't get taken, so we'll see, but we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, so I got some logs to move around before he comes, and ultimately I'm probably not going to move this big one very far. I'll just go to the other side and grab the other two, but I want to show you how heavy this log is. Remember, this is a L225 New Holland. It's supposed to be a 2,500 pound tipping point skid loader, and we can't pick this log up. So let's give it a try. See that, guys? I can tip, but I can't. I just can't pick it up. So we can slide it around, but we can't pick it up. I want to get it out of the way of this pile, because that's why I need to move the other smaller logs too. There we go. I got to move this pile of smaller logs away from this area, and we're going to put that back in that pile. That's all stuff that is kind of normal size stuff, so we're going to put it on that pile, and it's all oak. Everything in here, everything in that pile is all oak. So we're going to get that moved. We'll be back. All right, I got my logs moved around, so here's my big ones that hopefully we're going to be selling, or some of them, a couple of them. We have access to our pile of saw logs that we've had for a while. And then these ones as well. So sorry the light's coming that way, but some walnut, some white oak. There's an ash or two, but I think that top ash he's not going to want because there's layer in it. So I'm guessing he's not going to want this one, which is fine. We'll move that out of the way, but I know he wants the walnut. So, all right, we'll wait for him to get here. All right, guys, the wind just picked up, so sorry about that if it sounds bad. But he's come and got his logs. He brought a 14-foot dump trailer and only 3 logs fit. So this one is hollow, so we'll have that one to cut up. This one is showing signs of being punky more than I thought, even on the inside, so this one will get cut up. This big one, he was really interested, except for the signs in the metal he wasn't crazy about. But then the other big thing was that his mill's not big enough. He showed some interest in these two as well, but again, they couldn't fit. And then he didn't even get into the walnut that I brought home. He took 2 of the big walnut logs that were here. I still got 2 smaller walnut logs and another bigger walnut log. So another day or somebody else, we'll see. But some more good saw lumber here, and anyway. But today's gonna get hot, so I think for right now, we're gonna call it a day in the wood yard. I got some other things I gotta do while the wife and kids are gone, and maybe tonight we can get out here in the wood yard again. But we'll be back.